Time now for News Talk. Our guest for this half hour is Adam Lawless, and he is in the production of Rent this coming weekend. Actually, opening night is tomorrow night. It's all happening at the Capitol Theater. And this, first of all, the Capitol Theater just did Les Mis, right?
Right.
Which is
Les Mis
literally
just ended.
It just ended. I mean, you guys started this, what, 3 weeks ago?
A little under 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
And as soon as Les Mis ended that Sunday, the cast stays around and takes down the set. And a lot of those members are also in Rent. And later that night was the first rehearsal of Rent. So this is a really quick turnaround.
Oh, yeah.
So less than 3 weeks to learn all of that music and all of the staging, get the set built. It's really quite an amazing feat, and it's going to be a great show.
Sounds like it's going to be fun. Let's talk about the preparation for this. You mentioned, you know, memorizing all of the songs and stuff, but it's not just memorizing songs. You guys are actually kind of like, it's weird. You got to, like, everything is speaking in song in a sense, right? So everything's got to be on beat and all that.
Well, Rent is actually based on an old opera, so it kind of stays with that theme in the sense that it is mostly sung or in rhythm, which makes it kind of easier to remember the lines, actually. So it's easier for me, at least, I should say.
Yeah, I'm over here making faces like, really? Because I don't know how that's going to happen.
It is easier, a little bit. But you do have to remember, you have to memorize all of the lines and all the songs, and a lot of the time, some of the speaking roles are actually on a beat, which I find more difficult to do on a beat than an actual speaking role. But I like to get creative with it. I guess.
I wouldn't be able to like walk and talk and do all that. But anyway, let's talk about the story of Rent. Explain to folks the background of that.
Sure. It takes place right around 1989, between 1989 and 1990. It kind of chronicles the story of 8 friends right around that period, from December 29th right through the December 29th, Christmas to Christmas pretty much time period. And it's really what life is like. You know, one of the songs that most people know is Seasons of Love. You know, how do you measure a year? And you get to see how these 8 friends actually measure this year. You see love, you see heartbreak, you see triumph and tragedy, you see death, and you see all of these things coming together, all during the time when the AIDS epidemic really was hitting home in New York City. All of these characters really are living without much. They're really bohemian lifestyle. And one of the friends really has made it out of that. It's one of the richer guys. He owns their building, and there's a lot of rioting going on. It's a really cool show, showcasing that time period with a select group of people. And it really is heartfelt. You really connect with these characters. You can find something that you like or see in yourself or your own group of friends with all of these 8 characters. And it really is, it's heart-wrenching, but it's uplifting at the same time. You're going to get a roller coaster throughout all these songs.
One of the scenes is a funeral scene too, right? And that's a pretty powerful scene.
Yeah, that's one of my scenes, and it's definitely a difficult scene to get through. It's one of those things where you're remembering people that you might have lost in your own life. And a lot of the actors on stage are crying, so bring your tissues, because if we're crying on stage, there's a likelihood you might be needing some of those tissues as well. It really is an emotional piece, and it's something that if you don't see it this weekend, you're going to be missing out on Monday when everyone in your office is talking about it.
Yes, exactly. And tickets really are going fast, so we have some information here on how you can get yourself a ticket. This is all happening at the Capitol Theater in Rome, a great place to watch a show. Tomorrow night at 7:30, Saturday night at 7:30, and then a matinee on Sunday at 2:30. Tickets are $17, and I think they have some varying prices too, depending on where you sit, but most of them are $17. You can go to RomeCapitol.com, and you can see where you're going to sit and everything. Friday night, that looks almost booked, but I mean, check it out, and you'll see it on the website. Saturday night looks open, Sunday night looks open, so definitely check it out, and the telephone number there as well. And you're playing Tom Collins?
Tom Collins, yes. Tom is one of the friends of the 2 main characters, Mark and Roger. Mark really narrates the story throughout the entire piece, and Roger is one of the main characters that's followed. And then you have the 6 others that kind of filter in and out, and you get our side stories. And you really get ingrained into what these friendships are and the struggles that they go through, and how they make it out on the other side. I don't want to ruin the end. I know a lot of people know Rent, but for those of you who don't, it's an awesome piece.
Okay, Adam Lawless, thank you.